Hello and welcome everyone. So I'm going to do a brief video here, a much shorter video on the summary of the steps to basically on how to detox out a virus, which is a protein. And I'm not going to go into everything in the previous video. Everything's going to be below this video in the about section, and it's going to help guide you step by step if you miss anything. I suggest anyone to look through these videos anyways, but you can also watch this whole entire video several times and you'll really understand this concept. So first and foremost, I'm going to kind of go right into where the lymphatic system is your sewer system, and you have to really cleanse that. Most people are really stagnated, and the oregano oil is going to be a big part in helping with that. It's absorbed directly in the lymphatic system from the digestive tract, and oregano oil that is wild from the Mediterranean and doesn't grow from the ground is what you want. Okay, and it's got to be 100% pure and natural with no carrier oils, nothing. If it has a carrier oil, it's not 100% pure because you have a carrier oil that takes up basically half of the bottle, and it's going to really reduce its effectiveness and how strong it is. You want to dilute it individually by yourself, and that's what you want. And the best comes from New Age. You go to shop.destroydiseases.com. All the steps are right here on how to properly use the oregano oil, and there's a video, and it's really easy to do. And when you're diluting it individually per use, you're getting the most effective per use out of the oregano oil, because once again, if you dilute something with olive oil or carrier oil and you put it in the bottle and it's sitting in the bottle versus using 1 to 3 drops, which is all you need from the New Age, versus the ones where they're highly diluted with olive oil, you're going to need 30 drops. You see the difference? 10 times the amount, and I'm not joking. If you look for other wild Mediterranean oregano oils that are highly diluted with olive oil, you have to use 30 to 40 drops per serving. New Age is 1 to 3 drops. Pretty simple math. You're going to get the most out of the oregano oil, and you can use a little bit of dilution with coconut oil, because coconut oil contains lauric acid and it's far superior than olive oil. And people are going to say, oh, olive oil is good for you. Look, the point is, use what you think is going to be best for the carrier oil. Coconut oil will always be superior, period. If you're allergic to it, look for another carrier oil. That's simple. Okay, so that was at shop.destroydiseases.com, and you can get the half bottle for just over $40 right now, and 1 to 3 drops. That should last you 25-30 days easily. If you're using excessive amounts, then it's going to reduce the amount, and obviously you're not going to get as many days out of it. But if you have to buy a bottle that you use 30 or 40 drops, well, you're not going to get very much use out of it at all. It doesn't matter if it's diluted or not. You're going to burn through it. Okay, next, raw foods. Raw foods are very important. This is what I do on a daily basis. Raw living foods is what's going to help you with your lymphatic system too, and help you in this healing process. This is a large bowl. I've been doing this for a while now. I do take time where I'm not raw, but when I am 100% raw, I don't eat anything else. And this is just one example. If you do any cooked foods, it's going to terminate detoxification. No proteins. This means hard proteins such as meat, dairy, any grains. All that's going to reverse it. You might be thinking, well, James, protein's good for me. I got to have protein. Okay, then this is not the process for you. Look, I'm not a vegan or vegetarian. I'll have a steak. I'll have fish. I'll do all the other things, but not when I'm in the process of healing. If I'm going 3 or 4 months, I'm not eating any meat, period. And when I do eat meat, I eat very little of it, and I'm not eating it all year round, and I'm not eating it every single day. So the point is that this is a myth. It's not necessary. And this is coming from someone that's not a vegan or vegetarian. It's not necessary, period. Humans are not carnivores. If you think you're a carnivore, go live with a tiger and a lion and watch what happens to you. They're carnivores. They will eat you because they are carnivores. You are not. Can you get away with eating a little meat? Yes. Do you need to eat this every day? No. That's why it reverses detoxification. Plain and simple. Fruits, berries, melons enhance detoxification. What I showed you before was fruits and herbs. That's what you want. Some vegetables are okay. You can do some broccoli as long as it's raw. No cooked foods, period. Cooked foods stop the detoxification. Can you use them in the beginning and first 30 days and you want to maybe even eat fish once a week, sure. But eventually cut that out. Get into a deep cleanse and you'll see the difference. I personally do avocados, and avocados are great. I wouldn't do more than 3 a day, but that's 3 whole avocados, medium size, even the large size. But I wouldn't go more than that. I wouldn't eat any nuts and seeds. So you'll be fine with the avocados, believe me. Is it faster with all fruit? Yes. Will you lose more weight? Of course. Avocado is a fruit, and there's a minimal fat in berries, but when you take out all the additional fat from avocados, you will lose more weight. You're going to lose a little bit in the beginning because your body's going to balance out. I'm telling you from experience, you can still gain muscle. You just can't work out excessively when you're detoxing because muscle and detoxification don't go hand in hand. Can you work out once or twice a week? Sure. Can you work out 7 days a week? No. Okay, hope that makes sense. Alright, now let's get into fasting. I talked about the one large meal that I do. Dry fasting is the best. Ease into it. Maybe start with 12 or 14 hours and maybe eat in a 10 or 12 hour window. Then try to go to a 16-8 where you fast for 16 hours and fast for 16 hours and then you eat within an 8-hour window. Dry fasting is where there's no water, no food, no nothing. Master with water fasting for those 16 hours, then you can work in the dry. You got to take baby steps and work at your own pace. I go 21, 22 hours a day, every single day when I'm doing my raw food diet. And even when I'm not, I'm still doing some dry fasting because it's a great tool. Is dry fasting by itself going to be the heal-all? No. If you go over 24 hours and think you're a hero and you want to go 3 days for dry... Look, I've done 41 hours dry fasting. Is it a miracle and everything just went away? No, it doesn't. It's just one piece. If you do it consistently every day, where you're doing 16 hours and then you move up to 20 hours a day, or even if you can get into one large meal where it's 21 to 22 hours of fasting a day, yeah, of course, your consistency is very important. So keep that in mind. But always work at your own pace. Next, teas. Do they enhance the process? Absolutely. This is chrysanthemum. I love these. Again, these links are below this. This is going to enhance it along with the fruit, and I'm going to get into here with clean water. That's very important. But teas, the ones I show in this video, are going to be very, very important. So are spices. Are spices going to help? Yes. Turmeric, fennel seed, ginger. I've done several videos on this. Celtic salt. This is all fine, folks. So you don't need to be so restrictive. And then we have flow water. Is flow water going to be one of the best waters? Absolutely. Spring water. Doesn't come in a plastic bottle. 8.1 pH. You don't want to drink alkaline water. Is that going to help? No. It's not natural. I've been telling people this for a long time. Just like you don't want to cook your vegetables, you don't want to drink alkaline water. That's made from man. Pure and simple. Water from a coconut. Is it great? Yes. Is it expensive? Of course. That's why I don't do a lot of it anymore, because I'm using mostly the teas, but every now and then I will do the coconuts. Are they effective? Of course. But you got to drink it from a coconut, and you can't drink it where it comes out of the bottle. It's got to be fresh. Next, if you are, and you're not a loser, if you're not making progress and you just want to give up because everything I'm showing you is not making any sense, and you start for 30 days, you don't get a lot of progress. Nobody gets a lot of progress in 30 days anyways, okay? But you're not a loser. But if you quit and you give up, and I'm showing you all the steps, all the answers, no one to blame but yourself. But this video will help guide you and will give you some more inspiration on what to do. You always got to make adjustments. I've made a lot of adjustments over the years, a lot. And this is coming from someone that had really severe liver and kidney issues, and I don't have those anymore. So the point is that the body can heal itself, but you got to put the right fuel in the tank. All right? And last but not least, you got to get your kidneys to filter. If your kidneys are not filtering properly, this is not going to work. Filtering is different from functioning. Functioning means when they're not functioning, you're on dialysis. And the problem is the medical tests don't really show that your liver and kidneys aren't functioning properly until they're almost gone. But if you're on dialysis, they're definitely not functioning properly. And the point of this and the purpose of this is filtering. Means you're filtering out all the waste. And yes, this is real. It's going to happen with the fruit, the teas, the raw diet. That's how it's going to happen. So the point is that you've got all the tools now. Move forward. Apply all of the knowledge. So again, you need to not only eat properly, you got to also have a proper mindset, and that is important. That's not all of it, but I'm going to mention that here in the summary of this video. You got to do some intermittent fasting, work your way up. You got to drink clean water, and you got to apply all these steps. Once you get the kidneys filtering, it's just all the process from there. It should take 6 to 12 months, or even shorter for some people, because some people have strong constitution and they can heal much faster. You can look at your eyes, look up iridology. I'm not going to go into that, but you'll be able to learn a little bit more about that and how well your lymphatic system is moving forward. Thanks so much, folks. Go ahead and take these tips, move forward, and you're going to get the success. I'm telling you right now, this will work if you make it work. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.